Hi, my name is Desiree and this is my YouTube channel. Thanks so much for stopping by to watch. I have been wanting to start a YouTube channel for quite some time now, and I was struggling to figure out what to do with it. I was kind of just hoping to talk about me and just give people an idea of who I am and what I like to do, and just answer some questions that I made a list out of to talk about who I am and just get people to know who I am before I really take off. First question is, what is my name? My name is Desiree Mayer. I am 18 years old. My birthday's in a month, so I'll be turning 19 very soon. Where am I from? I am from Long Island, New York, in the United States. Family members. So I have my parents and my stepsister. Pets, I have 5 cats and 2 dogs. My cats' names are Joey, Nala, Simba, Timon, and Misty. And then my dog is, my dogs are Callie and Arya. So yeah. My hobbies. I really like to read. I do yoga twice a day. I meditate. I don't know if any of those really count as a hobby, but other than that, sometimes I knit. I don't do it as often anymore, but it is still something I do sometimes when I feel like drawn to it. I also am a singer, so I listen to a lot of music and I like to sing a lot, especially when I'm feeling a certain way. If I could live anywhere, where would it be? Out of all the places I visited, I would have to say London. I went there almost a year ago for 2 weeks. It was the most beautiful city I've ever seen. I'd still want to move there at some point in time, so hopefully one day I will get to live there. Biggest fear. My biggest fear would have to be heights. Second to that is roller coasters, and then the dark. I'm terrified of the dark. It's ridiculous. I think it makes me look like a child, but it's fine because, like, what are you gonna do? My favorite family vacation. Family and I went to Florida a few years ago so we could see the second extension of the Wizarding World of Harry Potter and go to see, like, Diagon Alley, because I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. Giant. So that was probably my favorite family trip. What would you change about yourself if you could? My hair. I would love to change the texture of it and the color. I would like to have red hair, but not like a ginger red, like a dyed red. Obviously, that's not natural, but that is my preferred hair color. What makes you really angry? I hate when people will ask, like, why a million times. Like, you are talking about something and they keep saying why. Like, there's not an explanation for everything, people. Like, come on. Like, what the heck? So that's probably what makes me really angry. I can't really think off the top of my head, but that's probably one of my biggest pet peeves. What motivates you to work hard? I think the idea of having a successful and happy and healthy future is what really motivates me to work so hard, because all I want is to be able to achieve that, and I know the only way that's going to happen is if I work for it. And I know I will get there one day, and I know I will be able to do everything I want to do in life and more. But I also know that in order to do that, it's going to come from all the work that I put into it. So that really is what motivates me, is like knowing that I could get somewhere as long as I work for it. So, what is your favorite book to read? No, A Court of Thorns and Roses. Definitely my favorite. I've read it so many times, it's ridiculous. What was the last movie you went to, and what did you think? The last movie I went to was actually months ago, and I went to go see Joker with my best friend, and I loved it so much. I've only seen it one other time since then, but one of the best movies I've seen in a really long time, for sure. What did you want to be when you were small? I wanted to be so many different things when I was small. Like, when I was a child, like, I wanted to be a teacher, I wanted to be the president, I wanted to be a princess. I also wanted to be, like, an astronaut, and I wanted to be a marine biologist. If you could choose to do anything for a day, what would it be? Just to read all day, without any interruptions. No. Would you rather ride a bike, ride a horse, or drive a car? I drive a car, and I've ridden bikes, probably not in a while, but I think I'd have to pick ride a horse just because I don't get that opportunity every day. And even though I've never really gone horseback riding, I think I would want to pick that just because I've always wanted to ride a horse everywhere. What would you sing at karaoke night? Needy by Ariana Grande. What 2 radio stations do you listen to in the car the most? I don't know who made this list. I don't listen to the radio. I listen to my own music, so, no. Your favorite author? It's Sarah J. Maas. Read all of her books. They're all amazing. Have you ever had a nickname? What is it? I've been called Desi, and Ray. I also had a teacher in 9th grade who called me Desiree. I don't know how she got that, but ever since then, a lot of people who were in that class or just caught on started calling me that. So I guess that counts as a nickname, but like, it's not really a nickname. I don't know. Do you like or dislike surprises? Why or why not? I like surprises, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I've never really like had a surprise like that besides like a gift, but I guess that doesn't really count because like I would want to know what my gift is before I get it. Yeah, I guess I would say I like them because like that's exciting. Like it's cool when somebody puts enough effort into surprising you like that. If you could go back in time, what year would you travel to? I wouldn't go back in time because you don't want to mess with the past. Every time I've watched something, it always goes wrong. There's literally no way to go back into the past and not mess anything up. So yeah. I also don't think there's any time I would really want to go back to. I mean, there's nothing I really want to change because I feel like if I change anything, I'll change the person who I am today, and I don't want to do that. That's wild. What is the best gift you have been given? I mean, going to London was a graduation gift, so that's definitely gotta win. And then what is the worst gift you have received? For Christmas this year, my mom bought me clip-on lights, like the kind that you would clip onto like a music stand or something. My mom got me those, and I literally said to her, like, I'm not going to do anything with this because 1, I already have one, and 2, like, I just don't understand why you're giving me this. So she ended up returning it to wherever she got it from. How many pillows do you sleep with? 7 or 8 normally. All different types of pillows. What's the longest you've gone without sleep and why? A few years ago, I went over 24 hours without sleep. I don't know the exact amount because I did end up crashing at like 2 o'clock in the morning the following day that I had stayed up all night, and then like slept for an hour or 2 and then woke up again and then didn't go back to sleep until like 3 because I stayed up the entire night talking to one of my old friends, and then the next day me and a bunch of my friends at the time decided to bike down to a local town and go watch the sunrise together. So we had to get up at like 4:41, but me and my other friend Jess decided to stay up all night, even though I had already stayed up the whole entire night the night before. And she actually woke me up when I fell asleep by telling me that the house was on fire, and she took a video of it. It's very funny. Would you rather trade intelligence for looks or looks for intelligence? Looks for intelligence, because I don't think looks really mean anything, personally, and I'd rather be super smart than be super pretty, I guess. I don't know. How often do you buy clothes? Almost never. I work in retail, and I try not to buy anything there, but I really don't go shopping often. Like, every once in a while I'll go shopping, but I guess I would say, like, on the norm, I go shopping maybe twice a year. Like, actually shopping. What's your favorite holiday? Halloween. I feel like I really speak with it. What was the last book you read? This is Crescent City by Sarah J. Maas. Everybody should be reading this. It's so good. And read any of her other books. Crescent City, House of Earth and Blood. So freaking good. It's pretty hefty, but it's an amazing book. I really recommend. What's your favorite type of foreign food? Chinese food. Actually, sushi. What kitchen appliance do you use every day? My fridge. What's your favorite fast food chain? Taco Bell. Do you love or hate roller coasters? I hate them. The last time I tried to go on a roller coaster, I completely blacked out, and that was like 3 years ago almost. And I have sworn since then that I won't be going on another one. Is your glass half full or half empty? Always half full. Always. What is the most unusual thing you've ever eaten? If anybody has ever eaten escargot, it is snails. It's so delicious, but definitely the strangest thing I've ever eaten, considering I'm eating snails, but it's so amazing, and oh my gosh, I would kill for any of that right now. Do you collect anything? I buy all of my books, but I also have a lot of crystals, like healing crystals, like the ones that are on my necklace, but also just to like have to hold like regular crystals, so I do collect crystals. Are you an introvert or an extrovert? This question is so hard for me because I guess I would consider myself an extrovert, but I have a lot of times and a lot of different circumstances where I can be very introverted. So I would consider myself an extrovert most of the time, but I do have a lot of moments where I will act introverted, so I would say I'm almost like in the middle. Which of the 5 senses would you say is your strongest? My eyesight. No, I'm just kidding. Probably my sense of smell. Have you ever had a surprise party? No. Nobody has ever thrown me a surprise party. Unfortunately. Maybe one day, though. If you had a warning label, what would yours say? Mine would say, extremely sarcastic, don't take anything she says seriously. Let's see. What was my first job? My first job, technically it was babysitting, but other than that, it would be working at a bagel store, when I was 15. On a scale of 1 to 10, how funny would you say you are? A 10. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Hopefully living somewhere in Europe and being a successful director, because that's kind of my plan. If you could join any past or current music group, which would you want to join? Queen, 100%. If you could describe yourself as an animal, what would it be? A cat, because I sleep and eat a lot. And who knows you the best? My boyfriend, I'd probably say, considering I talk to him all the time and he seems to know everything that's going to come out of my mouth before I even think it. So that is all I have for this video. I know those questions were a little silly and a little weird, but I hope that you enjoyed them. If there's anything any of you find interesting that you would like me to film or anything you're interested in seeing me do, please just let me know. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. Thanks for watching.